and I think, Clayton pitched off a slider. And
last night it wasn't working so good. He actually looked a little and we know this is it for him. He's retiring at the end of the postseason, but he looked like it was time last night. Gave up a bunch of runs. They were trailing anyway, but gasoline on the fire. So the Phillies still trail in the series 2-1, a win in Game 4, and they will force a 5th game in Philadelphia. If the Dodgers win, they advance. They will get the winner of the Cubs and the Brewers. The Cubs trailing 2-1 after beating Milwaukee 4-3 yesterday, and the Tigers top the Mariners 9-3. It sets up a Game 5 tonight. Here is A.J. Hinch. Had to have it. We got it. One more to go.
We knew our season was on the line. This is not the first elimination game that we've played this postseason, and our guys stayed loose and stayed in the game and came up with some really big pitches and some big swings, and you need all of it.
You need all of it. Here's Dan.
Now they're going to go back to Seattle,
yes.
Right? Yeah.
Correct. Here's Dan Wilson, their manager.
Everything's in front of us, and these guys have done this all season long. Where they get in tough situations and they know exactly what to do. And
we'll see if they can.
Jerry, if the Mariners make it to the World Series, think they'll bring back Dave Sims to do the games now that he's available?
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so. Where's the precedent for that?
Yeah. All right.
Thursday Night Football. The Giants face the Eagles. We'll have it for you right here on The Fan. Here's Jackson Dart. He knows a very big game in front of them, especially after losing in New Orleans last week.
I mean, obviously, divisional games, they hold a little more weight. Obviously, understanding the history of this matchup and the intensity of it carries weight as well. So I'm really just excited to get out there on the field Thursday night. Have a lot of fun competing, and it's going to be a really cool environment.
And perhaps not turn the ball over 5 straight times. That would definitely be.
I mean, tonight for me, Vic Fangio is the key figure in tonight's game. He's the defense coordinator, obviously, for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we'll see how he wants to play this, especially given what the Giants are dealing with at the wide receiver position.
Yeah, no Darius Slayton tonight. He was ruled out.
Exactly. So now you don't know Malik Neighbors, no Darius Slayton. So you have young guys out there. You have guys trying to make a name for themselves. Look, if I'm playing the Giants, I'm doing everything I can to stop Cam Scatterboo. That's got to be the game plan. Him and I would imagine Jackson Dart and a couple of these RPOs.
Now on the other side of the ball, Jalen Hurts discussing the Giants' defense posing problems for him.
They got a really good front. They've always had a really good front, starting with Dexter Lawrence. In the back end, they latch on the coverage really well, and they got really good players there too. So it's going to be a challenge, especially going into a short week.
And Hurts did acknowledge the meeting he had with A.J. Brown and Saquon Barkley, but he wanted to keep this about the Giant game and wouldn't really get into detail.
I don't want to make this about that, right? We got a short week. We got the division opponent coming in here. I enjoyed every second of it, and I'm enjoying every second of every opportunity we have to improve.
Eagles, while having their issues, still 4-1 and leading the division.
You got to think that this has got to be an opportunity for the Giant defense to do something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the fact that they had this meeting from a Giants perspective right before this game. Air out the grievances, and then all of a sudden, here we go.
Seems like they'll have a game plan to get everyone involved.
Yeah.
One thing that Brian Daboll did say about both Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo is he loved competitive nature of these guys. And I think that, that's been missing from the Giants. That personality trait has been missing. And that's something on offense, at least, knowing those guys are going to compete tonight. And they're not going to give in. Like the game that we did last year, that game was over literally 5 minutes.
Non-competitive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I think that's what Brian Daboll is talking about with these young players, that they're bringing in an edge to the team, and hopefully that will show up again tonight.
Monday night will be the Bears and the Commanders. Now, I bring this up because of a guy that spoke yesterday. So do you remember what happened in that game last year when these two teams played in Washington? I will play it for you. This is the great Chris Carino on Compass Media Networks.
Washington looking for prayer. Daniels standing in the pocket. Now scrambling right. Stops. He's going to scramble left. Buy some time. Try to step in one. He will. He throws it all the way to the end zone. A little bit short. Deflected. Touchdown! Noah Brown caught it off with deflection.
Dreams come true in these days.
That was the Hail Mary that was called. And really where the run for Jaden Daniels began, for the most part.
Right, you remember it was because the defensive back of the Bears who was doing his Jazz Chisholm imitation.
And his name is Tyreek Stevenson.
Yeah.
And he had to address that yesterday.
Okay.
Because they asked him about, if this happens again, are you going to stop taunting the fans and actually play defense? So he said this is, it sucks to be known for that.
This still hurts because at the end of the day, I'm a football player, and the last thing I want to do is have a play that's not so good and my name be memorable. You know, on top of all the good things I did, it could overshadow that. But just use it as motivation to come out and stay focused on all tasks, and definitely learn to wait till the clock hit 00. So
Yeah,
You know what? That's two words that I think that you could give to every football player. Stay focused. Just stay focused.
until the game's over.
Exactly. The play is over.
Because that bit, I went back to watch it. It is hilarious. Like, they're running down the field and he's waving goodbye to the crowd, which is very funny.
Yeah, well, he did leave, that's for sure.
Oh, man. Opening night for the Devils and the Islanders. New Jersey on the road at Carolina. The Islanders in Pittsburgh, and the Rangers back at it for game number 2 as they visit Buffalo. Time now for a moment of the day, brought to you by HSS, ranked number 1 in orthopedics in the U.S. for 16 years in a row by U.S. News and World Report. Learn more at hss.edu. So this one is all Eddie on his final YE day, as a matter of fact. First, there was something that Devin Williams said caught G's ear, which in turn gave Eddie an idea. And then Vladimir Guerrero had some fun at John Sterling's expense, followed by Eddie doing the same. Here's Devin Williams.
I would say that this was still a special year. You know, we had tied for the most wins in the league. You know, a lot of good stories from this year.
Who said that they were tied for the best record in the league? Who said it was a special year when he played the
That
Cubs?
was Devin Williams, wasn't it?
I think it was Devin Williams.
It was
yes.
Devin Williams. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It seems like a sort of like a loser mentality when somebody says that, you know, after
All
they
I was
lose.
trying to say is that, look, we actually fought back. We had a great September run, which we all expected them to have because of the way their schedule laid out.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, you know, we still have the best record in the NFL, if that's any consolation, if you really think about it.
14-5.
Who set that up?
Eddie's having